Hi, my name is Tanya and welcome to my small backyard vegetable garden here in central Victoria. As the sun goes down on day one of our 3-day heat wave, I've come out to assess the damage. It is 7:30 p.m. and it is still 37 degrees Celsius. And I'm out to put water on things. I came out and put a bit of water out during the middle of the day and to check on all the pieces of hessian that I put up to give a little bit of shade to the newer things that I had planted. I've come out to finish off some jobs I didn't get done last night. I came out early this morning and got the wool mulch all put out and a very good water over all the things and put up some hessian for shade. So I'm back out tonight to water again and take the hessian down so that things can cool down and get a bit of breeze, and to get the straw down in the path. I also need to tie up a few of the tomatoes. But let's have a little look around first and see how much things have grown in this heat. This Tromboncino has gone a little crazy. I'm a little concerned that it might take over the whole arch. The zucchinis are looking wonderful, of course, which is far better than I got last year. And the wool mulch is on here. The volunteer pumpkin, I'm going to have to try and train up the trellis. But I'm very happy with this wool mulch, how it went out. I love the different colors. All the plants are enjoying that locked in moisture. At lunchtime, I came and put a sprinkler on for the magpie family that we have, and they got to have a little refresh. I've put wool mulch down here around the rock melons and the basil, and it was getting too hot for me to get the straw down in the path, so I really want to tick that off tonight. Last night there was so many mozzies around that I could not even stay out to water, let alone be out here getting mulch out. These basil are enjoying the heat. I can't mulch it, unfortunately, so until they get a little bigger and I can put some around the rim, they're gonna have to just grow. These tomatoes are still looking the same as they did 3 days ago. But these cucumbers certainly aren't. I love these actually because they're very sturdy plants. The other cucumbers, the Muncher burpless, look quite flimsy plants. These sunflowers are absolutely gorgeous. And it looks like the birds have been nibbling on these. There's a few there. What I will do for tomorrow is hang a piece of hessian there at the back, and maybe that might deter them. The purple climbing beans, and I'm looking for the first baby bean because that's always an exciting find. I do love how they grow and twine around each other. Just get it back on course. Would be lovely to think that the cucumbers will meet it up at the top of the arch. Just a little bit of sulkiness, which is to be expected after such hot day. And there's another tomato that's been nibbled on. The 2 drop cloths that I used through winter for protecting these capsicums, and I've just made a basic curtain tab top to hang from the fence. The hessian was great, but these drop cloths are thicker, so it will be better insulation over the tin. This is one of the overwintered capsicums. So many. Very happy about that. Flowers on the eggplants, and the candy cane, all looking very happy with fruit on the way. The Mad Hatter there, and another overwintered bell pepper. The newest additions to this line. Just getting some water going while I get on with some other jobs. And he seems very keen, almost as keen as Hunter, to get in under the sprinkler. Looks like he's the one that has been nibbling on the tomatoes. And let's check the temperature of the beds. They don't seem to differ too much. One thing I did notice, that the bed is hotter if it is a little dry. So like this one, it's 27 and dry, but the other ones were damp and 25. So that's what I'm using as my guide to watering. This one does not seem scared at all. We have these visit us every year, but he is not at all worried about me standing here. He's very keen for some water, and I do love having the saucers here. The sprinklers fill them again, and they can come and have a drink. Or hop under the sprinkler if they are going. He is very tame, but so beautiful. Look at the colors. I could stand there and watch him for hours, but I must get on and get these things done because I am thinking, with it being so warm, that the mozzies will be out again tonight, and I just want to get these few jobs ticked off. It's not very much, but at 37 degrees it's quite warm, so I'll get this straw down nice and thick and then put the sprinkler on over it again. We've got a breeze coming up from the south, which is always welcome. And in no time it's done. Very happy. It does help to lock in the moisture in those two beds either side. And the next job is to get these tied up. I did one round of tying them up, but they have exploded in growth. It is now that they need tying up and pruning, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to get them training up the wire. Some have grown through to the other side and I can pull some back through, but others are just too fixed there, so I'm going to leave them, and if the rock melons grow over them, that is what just has to happen. I'm hoping that they will just mingle and happily grow there together. But I will give it a prune, tie it up so that it gets adjusted to being up there, and then I will come back and readjust and probably do a bit more pruning until it is where I want it to be. Sometimes it's hard when they're like this to start cutting back and tying, so you just gotta start and then untie and move and proceed, and then it all sort of makes sense. Otherwise it can look like a large jumble. Hopefully, between the rock melons and the tomatoes, it will all fill in, and I know that volunteer pumpkin down the end is going to help. That is looking not too bad for now.